Welcome to the Teaching Assistant Preparation Programme. My name is Dr. Danielle White. I am going to be taking you through the online element of this programme, and I may or may not be facilitating the Zoom sessions with you. So I'm just going to load up some slides for you here that are going to give you a bit of an understanding of what the programme includes. There are some of my contact details here which you are welcome to use. I do run a number of external programmes in universities to support PGRs, PhDs to transition either into or out of academia. So if that's something that you think would be helpful, then do feel free to connect with me through either of the following links on that slide there. So what is the Teaching Assistant Preparation Programme? This is a programme that will enable you to understand and think about what some of the expectations are for you as a lecturer working within a UK-based university. What is that? What does that look like? What is good teaching practice? What is good marking? What is good feedback? So we're going to explore some of these different areas. And we will be exploring those in relation to the HEA standards. And it will very much be a step-by-step process, which will use a number of practical exercises to support you in thinking about and understanding what that looks like. We do recognise on this programme that you come with a wide array of expertise, even if that expertise hasn't necessarily been about teaching and learning within a higher education space. You will yourself have experience of being a learner, you will have experience of perhaps teaching in different spaces, whether that's secondary, primary, or the universities in other countries, doing lab work and perhaps lecturing within the University of Huddersfield or other universities within the UK. So we do recognise that people come with an array of different experience, which we're very keen to facilitate within the sessions. So these are the programme units. These units are really going to take you through, they're micro units. So each one will take you through a small element of the programme and accumulate in the micro teach. The micro teach is a piece of facilitated learning. It's 15 minutes. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that entails in a second. So the first unit is Introduction to Teaching and Learning. That is the next video which you will be able to access. And this is really about understanding what the expectations are of teaching and learning in a UK-based university. The second unit is about designing teaching and learning activities. And that will be focused on the micro teach as a way of thinking about and understanding what we mean when we talk about design in this space. Then we're going to look at assessment, marking and feedback. So those three areas have got some practical exercises associated to them and an opportunity to share and feedback within the session. We're also going to look at evaluation and how that works. And again, that's going to be brought back to the micro teach. How do we evaluate what quality looks like in this space? What is it that we're looking for? And then we have the micro teach. So the micro teach is 15 minutes and this is facilitated teaching. And what I mean by facilitated teaching is, I mean teaching which is not just taught, you're not just delivering a presentation, but you're supporting the people in the room to understand better something. It might be a theory, it might be a concept, it might be something which is of interest to you. It might be something very practical. I'm going to take you through some different examples of things which other people have done. And this will be something that you will also have the opportunity to think about during the sessions. It will be based upon an area of interest. So it could be based on an element of your PhD. It could be based on a hobby, something that you enjoy, something that you've done professionally in another space. It doesn't have to be highly academic. We will support you in understanding how to make it suitable for HE, but the actual content of it doesn't need to be that. It's more about what you do with the content. This activity enables an application of the course learning. So there will be different things which you'll be able to use in order to support you in designing this, okay? So things like teaching strategies and feedback when you're delivering the feedback in the session, and some of the content around what the expectations are for higher education. All of this stuff will allow you to be able to create this. This is also an opportunity for you to share good practice. So to share your own practice and then to look at other people's and give feedback to other people around what you felt was positive about what they did and where you felt there could be opportunities for improvement. It's very rare that in higher education we have the opportunity to be really critical around our own teaching, and often people go straight into the classroom or straight into the lecture theatre without having been given this opportunity. So this is a really safe space for you to be able to think about and plan and play with regards to how you present and how you facilitate learning within this space with a small group of people. Of course, this is now an online program, so a blended learning approach could be a really nice thing to do within the micro teach. And what I mean by that is something which might utilise some digital tools, some tools where you might give people things which they can collaborate on together within the session. So feel free to be as creative as you wish. This space is growing rapidly at the moment, and there are a lot of different things that you can do. It's not necessarily about turning a face-to-face session into an online session. You can think a little bit more about how that might work. So I very much hope that you find these materials useful and that you are able to develop your confidence in teaching and learning in higher education as a result of taking part in this programme.